Hello friends, Kurt Berglund with you with some old school Strat O Matic Baseball today. I did not expect the big reaction that we got on continuing this series on my channel, but this is game 2. Game 1 is already up on the channel, no spoilers for you today. This is game 2 of a best-of-7 series between the 1975 Boston Red Sox and the 1974 Oakland A's. This is old school Strat O Matic, so no E ratings, nothing super advanced, and just barely advanced in the timeline of Strat O Matic's rule changes over the years. Game 1 was Louis Tiant against Catfish Hunter. Again, I won't spoil that for you. Check it out on my channel. And game 2 today is left-hander Bill Lee for the Red Sox against left-hander Vida Blue for the Oakland A's. Bill Lee was the 17-game winner for the 75 Red Sox and chosen after much consideration by Daryl Johnson and his team to be the Game 2 starter in the 1975 World Series, a suggestion made by Don Zimmer. So I'm going to throw him in Game 2 of this series as well. Vida Blue was a 17-game winner in 1974 for the Oakland A's. And it's always difficult for me when I play an Oakland A's team in a baseball sim. Is Ken Holtzman the number 2 starter, or is Vida Blue the number 2 starter? And I'm going with Vida Blue. So it's a battle of left-handers today in this one. Thank you for joining me. Please click like and subscribe to my channel. I need your subscriptions to keep my channel going, my friends, and I do appreciate it very much. Let's get to today's starting lineups against these left-handers. For the visiting 75 Red Sox, leading off and the DH today, Juan Benitez. Batting second at second base, Denny Doyle. Batting third at first base, Carl Yastrzemski. Batting fourth and batting fourth and doing the catching, Carlton Fisk. Batting fifth in center field, Fred Lynn. Batting sixth in left field, Jim Rice. Batting seventh in right field, Dwight Evans. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Rico Petrocelli. Batting ninth, the shortstop, Rick Burleson. And, of course, on the mound, it's Bill Lee. And here is Bill Lee's card for you to take a look at. Bill Lee's numbers during the 1975 season, 17-9 with a 3.95 ERA and 260 innings pitched. Okay, so for the homestanding Oakland A's, managed by Alvin Dark. Leading off in center field, it's Bill North. Batting second at shortstop, Bert Campaneris. Batting third at third base, Sal Bando. Batting fourth in right field, Reggie Jackson. Batting fifth in left field, Joe Rudy. Batting sixth at first base, Gene Tennis. Jim Hunter is not in today's game. Neither is Jim Holt. Angel Mangual is the batting seventh, and he is the DH today. Ray Fosse bats eighth, he'll catch, and Dick Green will bat ninth and play second base. Alrighty, here is Vida Blue's card for the 74 A's. And his stats on the season, 17-15 with a 3.26 ERA and 282 innings of work. Alrighty, so we are ready to go in this one. Game 2, Game 3, Games 3 and 4 and 5, if necessary, will be in Boston. Then Game 6 and 7, if necessary, will revert back to Oakland. The Red Sox won more games in real life, or as the kids like to say, IRL. But the A's won the World Series, so there they get the home field advantage. It's not fair, but that's the way it is. All right, so Juan Benitez leads off against Vida Blue. And that is hit on the ground to Dick Green, who throws to Gene Tennis. And there's one man out in the top of the first. We are underway in Oakland. Now it's Denny Doyle. Hey, struck him out. Vida's first K, 2 gone in the first inning. And now it's Yaz at the plate. Red Sox first baseman. The pitch to him is drilled by Yastrzemski. This is going to be to center and deep. It's going to get over Bill North's head. Rattle around the triangle. Yastrzemski's around first. He's going to take second with a double. And he's in scoring position with 2 outs for Fisk. Top of the first action in this one. Blue, the stretch and the delivery. Hey, strikes out Fisk, and that will retire the Red Sox in inning number 1. Nothing across, 1 hit, 1 left. Bill Lee, the spaceman, will face North, Campaneris, and Bando in inning number 1. And if anybody gets on, Reggie Jackson. The pitch to North is popped up. Carl Yastrzemski is under this one, and he will take it for out number 1. Now it's Bert Campaneris. Pitch from Lee is hit in the air to center field. Fred Lynn under it, and Fred Lynn under it, and he will take it for out number 2. And that'll bring up Bando with 2 outs and nobody on for the A's. Bill Lee winds and delivers. That was almost a bad one. Popped it up. Yastrzemski under it one more time, and we'll take it for out number 3. We have a scoreless first inning. Go to the second, and for Boston, it'll be Lynn, Rice, and Evans. Pretty fair outfield. Coming up, Blue facing the left-hander Lynn, the MVP and the Rookie of the Year in 75. The pitch from Vida. Comebacker, gloved by Vida. He takes a couple steps toward tennis and flips him the ball for out number 1. Now it's Rice. Blue winds and delivers. Looper can't be retreating over his head into left field. Base hit for Rice. Rudy collects it and throws it back in. Jim is aboard. 1 out, 1 on for the Red Sox. And Evans comes up. Blue, the stretch, and the delivery. Line shot caught by Gene Tennis. There's 2 outs in the second. And now it'll be Petrocelli. Rico with the hot end of the year. Had an ear problem that caused a off year for him in 75, but this one's hit to left and deep. Retreating is Rudy. Got a chance to get out of here. Gone. A 2-run bomb for Rico Petrocelli. And it's 2-0 Red Sox in the second inning. He'll touch them all. Rice scores ahead of him, and now Burleson comes up. Blue disgusted with himself. And the pitch to Burleson is a line shot right at Bando. They're not getting cheated. The Red Sox get 2 on 2 hits, featuring a home run by Rico Petrocelli after an inning and a half. 2-0 Bo Sox. All right, so coming up in the bottom of the second, it's Reggie, Rudy, and Tennis. The pitch to Reggie Jackson is hit high into right center, but not deep. Under it is Lynn for out number 1. I think I said that Yastrzemski's double bounced around the triangle. There is no triangle in Oakland, so not good, Kurt, not good. Hit to center, not deep. Fred Lynn under it, and there's 2 gone. And now Tennis, 2 outs, nobody aboard. Lee winds and delivers. This is going to be a base hit for Tennis right back through the box. 2 outs, a man aboard now for Mangual. The DH today. Tough to pick a DH on this team. Not a lot of good candidates. The pitch. Ground ball, Burleson. Rick gloves it and then unbelievably launches it over the head of Yastrzemski at first base. Fisk has to run it down. That's going to be a 2-base error. Tennis goes to third. Mangual gets to second, and there's 2 in scoring position now, but with 2 outs for Fosse. Lee just smiles and goes after the Oakland catcher. Tying runs in scoring position. The pitch to Fossey is popped up. Rico Petrocelli under it. Lee's going to get out of the mess caused by his shortstop. And he makes the catch. After 2 complete, it's 2-0 Boston over Oakland. Now it's Blue facing the top of the order. Beniquez, Doyle, and Yastrzemski. Pitch to Beniquez is hit to right. That's toward Reggie. Reggie's running toward the line. He will get there for out number 1 in the top of the 3rd. Now it's Doyle. Vida winds and delivers. This is hit on the ground to Tennis. He's going to take it himself to first, and that will bring 2 outs for the Red Sox. And now it's Yastrzemski with nobody aboard. Blue winds and delivers. Comebacker to Vida. He gloves it and underhands it to Gene Tennis, and that will retire the Red Sox in the 3rd. So after all his trouble in the 2nd, Blue rights the ship in inning number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd with the score Boston 2, Oakland 0. In Game 2 of their best-of-7 series. All right, here comes Green, then North, then Campaneris, 9-1-2 for Oakland in inning number 3. This is hit on the ground to Burleson. Rick gets a chance at redemption. He throws to Yastrzemski for out number 1. 1 gone in the bottom of the 3rd. Oakland having trouble getting the offense going. Bill Lee winds and delivers to North. It's a line drive base hit to right field. North goes the other way. It drops in front of Evans, and he's on with 1 out, and now it's Campaneris. Oakland's going to try and get the offense jump-started a little bit here. Campaneris is an A hit and run. North is being held. Fisk is a -2. Lee's pitch to Campaneris. There goes North, and the hit and run is on. So we have an A hit and run. That's Campaneris. He hits it on the ground to Yastrzemski. Yaz gloves it by the line, and he's going to take it to first himself as North advances to 2nd with 2 outs. And now it's Bando. Chance for Sal to cut the lead in half if he can come up with a single. The pitch from Lee. Ground ball, Burleson. He gloves it. He throws to Yastrzemski, and that ends the Oakland 3rd. Nothing across. They leave 1. After 3 complete, it's 2-0 Red Sox. All right, so in the 4th, against Vida Blue, it'll be Fisk, Lynn, and Rice, 4, 5, 6 hitters for the 75 Red Sox. Vida winds and delivers, base hit to center field. A Texas leaguer for Fisk. He's on with a single, and here comes Fred Lynn. Blue, of course, got to hold them where they're at, or try to do so. This is hit in the air to left field. Joe Rudy has room and puts it away for out number 2. Fisk will retreat to first base, and there's 1 out now for Rice. Blue winds and delivers ball 4. 2 on now for the Red Sox with 1 out. Evans comes to the plate. Blue the stretch and the delivery. Hey, struck him out. 2 gone now. That's a big one. And that is Vida's 3rd strikeout in this ball game. He's allowed 4 hits. He's walked 1. 2 runners have scored, both earned, and 1 home run allowed for Vida so far. Here's Petrocelli, who hit said home run. 2 outs in the 4th. Fisk at 2nd. Rice at 1st. The pitch from Blue. Hey, struck him out. It's number 4 for Vida, and that will end the Red Sox 4th inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and it's 2-0 Boston. Lee will face Jackson, Rudy, and Tennis in inning number 4. Bill Lee winds and delivers. Hey, strikes out Mr. October before he was Mr. October. That's Bill Lee's first strikeout. Which makes sense because Reggie had all sorts of trouble with off-speed stuff, and Bill Lee throws junk. The pitch from Lee to Rudy is hit hard to center. Is it going to get over Lynn's head? It is. It's going to bounce off the wall. Rudy around first. He's got himself a double. It's the third hit for Oakland. This one coming with one out in the fourth. Now it's tennis. Lee the stretch and the pitch to Gino. Ground ball, Burleson. He's going to look Rudy back and fire to Yastrzemski for out number 2. Here's Mangual. Angel with a chance to do some damage. And it's a base hit to left. Drops in front of Rice. They are going to wave Rudy. Rice's arm is a 0. Rudy is a 13. We give him 2 for 2 outs, so that makes him 1-15. He's getting waved by third base coach Bobby Winkles. Around third he comes. Rice's throw headed to the plate, and it's in time. Fisk applies the tag. That will end the inning. It's a 7-2 put out at the plate on Joe Rudy, and the A's fail to score. Ooh, that's a big one. Jim Rice with an assist. We go to the 5th, and it's still 2-0 Red Sox. Burleson, Beniquez, and Doyle 9-1-2 for the Red Sox in the 5th. We're in the top of the 5th, and the Red Sox desperately looking for insurance against Vita Blue. Because if the A's do start hitting, it might not be pretty. They got to get some runs here. Burleson against Blue. Vita the wind, and the delivery is hit to right field. That's Reggie Jackson for out number 1 in the 5th. Now it's Juan Beniquez, as you can see from his position line up at the top of his card. Juan played a whole lot of different spots for the Red Sox in 75. Today he's the DH. The pitch is a ground ball, Dick Green. He throws to Gene Tennis for out number 2 in the 5th. And now Denny Doyle. Pitch to Denny is going to be a base hit right back through the middle, and that's going to scoot by Bill North into right center. It'll split Jackson and North, and Doyle has himself a 2-out double with Yastrzemski coming up and a chance for that insurance I was talking about. Blue, the stretch, checks Doyle at second. The delivery to Yaz is ball 4. He wanted no part of Yaz in the clutch spot. But now he gets to deal with Fisk, and I'm not sure that's going to be a better situation for Vita. The A's bullpen is going to get active. It's John Blue Moon Odom and Dave Hamilton. Double-barreled action, lefty-righty, just the way I like it. And Blue now gets a chance to go after Fisk with 2 on. It's Doyle at second, Yastrzemski at first, and 2 outs. The pitch to Fisk. Ground ball, Bando. He's going to take it to third all by his lonesome, and that will end the 5th for the Red Sox. Excuse me. We're halfway through this one, and Boston leads 2-0. All right, so in the bottom of the 5th, it's Fosse Green, and the top of the order with North. 8-9-1 coming up for Oakland. Bill Lee throwing a shutout. He's got a 4-hitter, going. No walks, struck out 1. He's been in trouble a couple of times, but was saved last inning by a nice throw to the plate by Jim Rice, which nailed Joe Rudy trying to score from second on a 2-out single. Lee winds and delivers to Fosse. It's hit on the ground to Petrocelli. Rico, and it's under his glove for a base hit. So it's a leadoff single for Fosse. In the bottom of the 5th, a bad hopper scoots by Rico, and now it's Green. Lee the stretch, and the delivery to Dick Green is hit in the air to left. Jim Rice toward the line, is going to have no trouble with it for out number 1. Now it's North. Lee the stretch, and the delivery to Bill North is a base hit through the middle. Fosse is not a fast man. He will stop at second. First and second with 1 out now for Campaneris. And now the Red Sox bullpen is going to get cooking. Excuse me. Dick Pole and Diego Segui, lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way I like it getting going in the Red Sox pen. And now Campaneris against Lee. Lee the stretch, and the delivery is hit in the air to center. It's a dying quail. Here comes Lynn with a nice running catch, and there's 2 outs. Now it's Bando. Reggie is on deck. Bando is 0 for 2. Lee the stretch, and the delivery to Sal is ball 4. Not a good time for a walk as it brings up Reggie with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th. It's a 2-0 Red Sox lead at the moment. Darryl Johnson watching nervously from his dugout. The pitch is a base hit to left. Another one drops in front of Rice. This will score Fosse with the first run. They're waving North around third. It'll be a 1-19 for Billy North, and he scores. It's a 2-2 ball game. Bando stops at second, and Reggie Jackson with a clutch 2-run single ties the game in the bottom of the 5th. Now it's Rudy. Lee the stretch, the delivery to Rudy, ground ball Burleson. He's going to go the short way to Doyle, and that will end the Oakland 5th. But they get 2 on 3 hits, and they leave 2. After 5, we're even, and it's ballet time. 2-2 in Oakland. Top of the 6th coming. It's Lynn, Rice, and Evans coming up for Boston against Oakland left-hander Vida Blue. We got a good one here in Oakland, game 2. Lynn is 0 for 2. The pitch from Vida. Hey, struck him out. Excuse me, that's strikeout number 5 for Vida Blue. Rice comes to the plate. Jim is 1 for 1 with a walk. The pitch. Ground ball Bando. Sal gloves it and throws to Tennis for out number 2. And now it's Evans. Blue, the wind, and the delivery. Ball 4. He walks him. Rico Petrocelli hit a 2-run homer in the 2nd inning. He's up with 2 outs, and Evans at first. Vida the stretch, and the delivery is a ground ball to Dick Green. He goes the short way to Campaneris, and that will end the Boston 6th. After 5.5, still ballet time. It's 2-2 in Oakland. For the A's in the bottom of the 6th, it's Tennis, Mangual, and Fosse. 6, 7, 8 coming up for Alvin Dark's crew. Tennis is 1 for 2. The pitch to Gino is popped up. Carl Yastrzemski wants it on the infield dirt, and he takes it for out number 1 in the bottom of the 6th. Mangual coming to the plate. 1 for 2 for Angel. The pitch popped up. Denny Doyle on the infield dirt will take it for out number 2, and now it's Fosse. Ray 1 for 2 scored last inning. The pitch to him is hit to right, but not deep. That's Dwight Evans, and he makes the catch for out number 3. We've played 6 complete, and we've got ballet time. It's 2-2. We go to the top of the 7th. It's 9-1-2 coming for Boston against Vida Blue. It's Burleson, and then the top with Beniquez. And Doyle. Blue winds and delivers to Rick. Popped up. Sal Bando takes it for out number 1. Now it's Beniquez. Blue winds and delivers to the Red Sox super sub. Line drive right at Tennis. 2 down. Here's Doyle trying to get something started. Denny is 1 for 3. He doubled in the 5th. Blue winds and delivers hit to center. North. Gloves it for out number 3. It's Vida Blue's second 1-2-3 inning. Picked a good time to do it. We go to the 7th inning stretch with the score. Oakland 2, Boston 2 in game 2 of their best of 7. Bill Lee gets 9-1-2 in the Oakland order. In the bottom of the 7th, it'll be Green, North, and Campaneris. All right, the A's looking to chip away, get ahead. And Bill Lee at the moment stands in their way. In the Red Sox bullpen, it's now Segui still throwing, and Jim Willoughby has joined him. Dick Pole has taken a seat. So here comes Green. The Lee's pitch. Hey, struck him out on a big changeup. 2 strikeouts now for Lee. Top of the order coming with North and then Campaneris here in the bottom of the 7th. Lee winds and delivers. Popped up. Burleson on the infield grass. He's going to take it for out number 2. And now it's Campy. Campy is 0 for 3. Big part of the A's offense. And this is driven by Campy to right center and deep. Going to get in the gap. And around first goes Campaneris. And into second with a double. So he's got a 2-out double. And Bando coming up with Reggie on deck. Willoughby's ready, and they're going to go to him. That's it for Lee. And Darryl Johnson wants the right-hander. So Bill Lee goes 6 2/3 innings. He allows 6 hits. He walks 1, and he strikes out 2. 2 runs have scored off his deliveries, and they're both earned. And the 3rd run, potentially, is on base. That is his responsibility. Bert Campaneris at second base, but there are 2 outs. Jim Willoughby is here to face Bando. Willoughby's numbers in 1975, 5-2 with a .356 earned run average in 48 innings. So it's a righty-righty matchup with Reggie on deck and, Roger Moret in the bullpen. I believe I misspoke earlier and said it was Segui. It's not Segui, it's Moret. And what else do we got here? We have Dick Drago getting up, taking off his jacket. So Drago will take Willoughby's spot in the bullpen. Willoughby the stretch checks Campaneris at second, and the delivery to Sal Bando. Hey, struck him out, and the Red Sox are out of the 7th. Clutch strikeout for Willoughby. We go to the 8th. We're still tied at 2. We got a 2-inning game. Excuse me. So Blue comes back out. Fingers and Lindblad are throwing in the Oakland bullpen. They have replaced Odom and Hamilton. Lefty-righty short men for the 74 A's. It'll be Yastrzemski, Fisk, and Lynn, lefty-righty-lefty, in the Boston 8th. Pitch to Yaz is grounded to first. Tennis gloves it and flips to Blue covering for the first out in inning number 8. Now it's Fisk. 1 for 3 for Carlton today. He hits it in the air to center. This is to left center. Billy North on the run. Billy North gets there for out number 2. A bid for an extra base hit gets thwarted by the speed of Billy North. And now it's Lynn with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Blue the stretch and the delivery hit to right, but not deep. Reggie's got this one in his sights, and he gloves it for out number 3. We've played 7.5, and we're still tied at 2. Now it's Reggie, Rudy, and Tennis for the A's in inning number 8. They're going to stick with Willoughby against the Oakland slugger. Reggie is 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. He's driven in the 2 Oakland runs today. The pitch to Reggie is hit in the air to center field, in on the run, and he's going to get there for out number 1. Now it's Rudy. Joe Rudy, 1 for 3. Willoughby winds and delivers. Hit on the ground to Denny Doyle. He gloves it and throws to Yastrzemski for out number 2 in the bottom of the 8th. And now it's tennis. Gino with big-time power. Not a great average in 74. 26 homers. Only hit 211, but he walked 110 times. All right, so Willoughby winds and deals to tennis. This is a chance for Fisk, and he makes the catch in foul territory. So 1, 2, 3, 8 for Willoughby. He's done a job since coming in relief of Lee. We have a 2-2 game going to the 9th. Vida Blue coming back out. He will face Rice, Evans, and Petrocelli. Righty. For the Red Sox in the top of the 9th. Any old kind of a run gives him the lead. Rice is 1 for 2. Blue, the wind and the delivery. Hit on the ground to Dick Green. He gloves it and throws to tennis for out number 1. Blue has retired 8 in a row now. Evans at the plate. Dewey is 0 for 2 with a walk. The pitch, and dropping dice left and right. All right, so Dewey, 0 for 2. He has walked. The pitch from Blue is another walk. And Dwight takes his base. 1 out, 1 on for the Red Sox in the 9th. Here comes Petrocelli. On deck, Burleson. Rico, 1 for 3 with a home run. He's provided the Red Sox only runs of the day. The pitch to Rico is hit on the ground to Campaneris. He goes to Green for 1. The relay to tennis is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 6-4-3 double play turned by Oakland. Vida Blue pumps his fist and heads to the dugout as the Oakland A's are going to try and walk this one off. The new pitcher for Boston will be Dick Drago. Sort of their closer, I guess you'd say, especially down the stretch in 75. Jim Burton and Diego Segui are throwing in the... I'm fudging the whole Burton thing. They didn't card him in 75 in the original set, but I got my hands on a photocopy, don't tell anybody, of a Jim Burton card from the Super Advanced set. And so he's on the team. So it's Burton and Diego Segui throwing in the Boston bullpen. But it's Dick Drago's show. Mangual is due. He is being called back, and it's going to be Claudell Washington to hit for him. Claudell Washington batting for Angel Mangual, and Jim Holt is in the on-deck circle to bat for Fosse. Drago winds and delivers to Washington. It's hit on the ground to Rico Petrocelli. He gloves it and throws to Yastrzemski for out number 1. Here comes Jim Holt to bat for Fosse. Drago winds and delivers to Holt. And this is driven to the gap, or is it? No, Lynn cuts it off. It's a base hit for Holt. He is aboard with a pinch single here in the 9th, and Hurricane Herb Washington is going to pinch run for him. Washington, in the 74 set for Strat O Matic, is a AA stealer with a 1-17 running rating. So he's at first base running for Holt. And now it's Dick Green. They're going to let Green bat. All right, so lots going on here. Gonna do a hit and run with Washington and Green. Herb Washington at first, so Drago to the stretch, checks Herb at first, and the delivery, and there goes Herb for second, but it's a hit and run. Now Green becomes a C, and it's a 6. This is hit on the ground to Denny Doyle to his left. He's going to throw to Yastrzemski for out number 2 as Washington moves to second base. He's the winning run. Billy North comes to the plate. And now, pressure time for Boston. North is 2 for 4. He has scored a run today as well. Drago the stretch, and the delivery to North is grounded to Denny Doyle. Denny Doyle gloves it and throws to Yastrzemski, and we're going to have an extra inning ball game today. We go to the 10th with the score tied 2-2 in Game 2 of the best of 7 between these two World Series clubs. All right, so defensive changes. Herb Washington obviously not staying in the game. Larry Haney will be the new catcher. And he will bat in the number 8 spot for Oakland. And what else do we have going here? So Vida Blue is done after 9 innings. Raleigh Fingers is coming on for Oakland. He will pitch the 10th at least. And it'll be Burleson, maybe Beniquez, and then Doyle. 9-1-2 for Boston in the top of the 10th. A little free baseball here. All right, so Fingers in 74 was 9-5 with a 2.65 ERA and 119 innings of work. And Burleson is 0 for 3. Pitch to Rick leading off the 10th is hit to left, but not deep. Joe Rudy's got it for out number 1. Now it's Beniquez, and he's being called back. It's going to be a pinch hitter for him, and that's going to be Bernie Carbo. Bernie Carbo. My favorite baseball moment. Bernie Carbo's pinch hit home run in Game 6. Fingers. Winds, and I'll tell you about Carbo first. 257 average in 75 with 15 homers. Basically halftime play. All right, so Fingers winds and deals to Carbo, and I'm still dropping dice left and right. There we go. And let's see where this one goes. This is hit to center. Gonna drive North back a few steps, but that's all. And North makes the catch for out number 2. Now it's Doyle. Yastrzemski's on deck. The Red Sox second baseman is 1 for 4 in the game today. Top of the 10th, 2 outs, 2-2 ball game. The pitch is driven by Doyle, and this gonna get through into right field, base hit. 2 for 5 day for Doyle, and now Yastrzemski comes up against Fingers. Doyle at first, 2 men out, top of the 10th. The pitch from Raleigh is hit to center, but North right in his tracks. Puts it away for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 10th, and the old kind of a run wins it for the champion Athletics. They will continue to face Dick Drago, and they have the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up in the bottom of the 10th. It is Campaneris, Bando, and Jackson. Campy is 1 for 4. Bottom of the 10th, Drago winds and delivers. Base hit to left for Campy. He's on. Now they've got a lot of choices. Campy is an A stealer. Fisk is a -2, so they're going to hold Campy at first, and now it's Bando. Bando is 0 for 3, but he has drawn a walk. On deck is Reggie Jackson. Drago, the stretch, checks Campy at first, and the delivery to Sal. Hey, struck him out. First strikeout for Drago. Now it's going to be Reggie. Campy working on his lead. Reggie at the plate. Drago. The stretch. And the delivery to Reggie. He takes the first pitch. There goes Campy on the steal attempt. And Fisk guns him down. Fisk guns down Campaneris. And there's 2 gone in the bottom of the 10th. Reggie's still at the plate, but now with an 0-1 count. Drago's pitch to him is grounded to Yastrzemski at first. Yaz is going to take it himself, and that will end the 10th inning for Oakland. We go to the 11th, and it's a 2-2 ball game. More drama. All right, so coming up for Boston against Fingers will be Fisk, Lynn, and Rice in the top of the 11th. The pitch from Raleigh to the Boston catcher's a base hit up the middle. A 27 hopper through to North in center, and Fisk is aboard with a single. Now it's Lynn. Are they going to ask him to bunt? Nobody out, top of the 11th, 2-2 game. Lynn is 0 for 4 today. Fingers the stretch and the delivery. He's not bunting. Ground ball third. Bando to his right. Gloves it. Goes to Green for 1. The relay. Whoa! Fisk takes out Green. And Lynn beats the wrap at first on the fielder's choice. So it's Lynn at first now with Rice coming up. Jim is 1 for 3. He has scored a run. We're in the top of the 11th. Now Lynn is the lead run at first. The pitch to Rice is a base hit to left. Drops in front of Rudy. Lynn is going to try for third. He's a 1-16 with Rudy's arm added in there. Rudy's going to try for him at third. The throw, not in time. Lynn makes it to third. There's Red Sox at the corners with 1 out. Evans comes to the plate. Fingers in a jam now. And Evans is 0 for 2 with a pair of walks. Fingers the stretch. The delivery to Dewey. The infield is in for Oakland. 1 out. The pitch to Evans hit to center field. Bill North under it. Tagging is Lynn. He'll get +2 for the tag. That'll nullify North's -2 arm. Lynn is a 1-15. North lines it up, makes the catch. The throw home toward Larry Haney is not in time, and Evans delivers a sacrifice fly that delivers Fred Lynn with the lead run. It's 3-2 Red Sox. Jim Rice holds at first, and now it's Petrocelli. Petrocelli 1 for 4. The pitch to Rico. Hit on the ground to Campaneris. Campy throws to Tennis, and that will retire Boston in the 11th. But they get a run on 2 hits and leave 1. They score thanks to a sacrifice fly by Dwight Evans. But they go to the bottom of the 11th with a 3-2 Boston lead. Drago is back out. He will face Rudy, then Tennis, and then Claudell Washington. 5, 6, 7 hitters for Oakland in inning number 11. Oakland needs a run to keep it going, 2 to walk it off. Drago in his third inning of work. Segui and Burton are ready in the Red Sox bullpen. Rudy leads it off. He's 1 for 4. He doubled way back in the fourth. The pitch from Drago. Line shot right at Petrocelli, and there's one gone. One gone in the Oakland 11th. Tennis coming to the plate. Gino is 1 for 4. Drago's pitch to the Oakland first baseman popped up. Rico Petrocelli just barely in fair territory, and there's 2 outs. Last chance saloon is Claudell Washington. On deck is Larry Haney. Drago winds and delivers to Claudell. Ground ball, Denny Doyle. He's going to throw to Yastrzemski, and that will end Game 2 of this series. The Red Sox are 3-2 winners. The totals for the victorious 75 Red Sox: 3 runs, 8 hits, and they committed 1 error. The Oakland A's of 1974 vintage, 2 runs on 9 hits, and they committed no errors. The winning pitcher, Dick Drago. Losing pitcher, Raleigh Fingers. Come on back for Game 3 later this week on my channel. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, my friends. And it'll be Game 3 at Fenway with Ken Holtzman going for Oakland and Rick Wise going for the 75 Red Sox. Come on back and join me. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.